With the Talk and Comment Voice Notes Anywhere extension, you can add a recording of a question and responses in a Google form or in a Schoology test or quiz. Let's take a look. In order for this to work, you do have to have the extension installed, and in order for students to properly hear them, they will also need the extension installed. If I go over to my Google form, this is an editing mode of a form, and you'll see that there are a whole bunch of links in here and it looks kind of messy. But if I go to the preview version of this, it'll load and just have a play button to hear the question read.
Apps generally have more functionality than extensions.
And you can add these in for all of your questions and then all of your responses. So to do that, if I scroll down to the next question in my Google form, once you have the extension installed, you're going to see this little microphone off to the right. When I click it, it'll start right away for me to record. I start talking right after the beep. How can you share apps and extensions with your class even if you don't have Chromebooks? It's as simple as that, and it gives you a link to that recording. I copy this link and I go into my question and I just paste it at the end. Then when I go into preview mode again, and I'll just go over here and refresh, when I go down to that question, I can play and hear it.
How can you share apps and extensions with your class even if you don't have Chromebooks?
So if I go over to Schoology, we can also do this with a test or a quiz. So I'm going to open up one of my practice sections, and I'm going to add a new test or quiz. So I'm going to choose to add a question. With true and false, it doesn't work super well, so if you're going to have a true and false question, you're probably going to want to use multiple choice if you want to use this extension. So here I'm going to type my question, and then I'm going to type my responses. And for this purpose, we're just going to be generic. So now I do the exact same thing. I click the microphone. This is my question. And then we're going to add it as a link in the question. So you do have to add it as a link, and I'm just going to put it as both the link URL and the title. Then we're going to repeat this for our responses. Response 1, and we copy the link. And you're going to have to go into the rich text editor for this and then repeat the same process. So insert it as a link, and I'm just going to put it in both places, and then save. And then we'll do the same for response 2. Response 2. And we have to go into the editor again, add the link, insert, and save. Select your correct answer, we'll create the question, and then I will go into preview mode so you can see what it would look like. And here students can just play the question.
This is my question.
And I'll also jump over as a student. Let me make sure that submissions are enabled. And then I'm going to jump over as a student so you can see the exact same thing happening as a student in the course. So we'll jump over to that same practice course, go to the practice voice notes, start the attempt, and here you'll see those options. Now if students just see the link here, that will play and it will open up in a new tab, and that will happen if they don't have the extension. So they do need the Talk and Comment extension, and that is right here.
Response 1.
Please let me know if you have any questions as you're using this. It is new to me too, but I think this could be a really useful tool for a lot of our students.